Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the presentation. I appreciate everybody getting on here. We are about to get started. And I got to tell you, I'm very excited for for what we've got going on here today, for not only the speaker that you guys are going to hear from, but also the information that you are going to get. We are right at the beginning, right at the cusp of launching this incredible company. We've got a tremendous amount of excitement, a tremendous amount of people and leaders that are going to go out there and do something very, very special in the industry of network marketing, and some things that have never been done before. And we've got a lot of people that are eagerly waiting to go ahead and get started with what we've got going on. And as you see this presentation here that is going to be shared with you, you're going to see exactly what we're talking about and why people are so excited for what's going on. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to do is I've got the privilege to share some information. But before I share that information, I've got the privilege to introduce a gentleman that I've got a tremendous amount of respect for. You know, this gentleman that is going to share this information with you is not only somebody I have a lot of respect for, because he's an incredible entrepreneur, an incredible leader. He's a father and a husband. Okay. This gentleman has built huge organizations, one of the top network marketers in the world. And, you know, one of the things that impressed me a lot about him is that, you know, he is driven by helping other people. He is driven, not only by helping other people, but also he's got a servant heart, right? This gentleman has gone out there and just, you know, I've seen him work from afar. I've admired his work from afar. I've met a lot of people that have worked with him as well. And everybody that I've come across that has worked with this gentleman in the past has nothing but positive things to say. One of the best presenters I've ever seen, and, you know, just definitely somebody who has a servant's heart. And with that said, I am very excited. I would encourage you guys to take a notepad, sit somewhere where you are going to be uninterrupted, because there could not be a better person that you could be hearing this information from than this gentleman. I would grab a notepad and take copious notes. Okay, I know that I'm going to be doing that. Okay, because this gentleman is going to share some powerful information with you. So with that said, I want to do a mic check and see if we've got Mr. Bishop Stewart on the line.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. And thank you, JC, for that warm introduction, and definitely, you know, throwing it back to you. Just so excited to lock arms with an individual of your caliber in this industry, a good person that I'm developing a great business relationship with, and a fellow mentor as well. Love taking notes from you and watching you present and share powerful information to transform entrepreneurs' lives. And so let's just dive right into this, everyone. And, I'm here speaking to you guys in Irvine, California. I'm just minutes away from corporate office. Make sure you're in a quiet area to really absorb this information, because what we're going to talk about today is information that can help you really get that transformation that you're looking for. Okay, because as entrepreneurs, there's a couple of things that we really got to take care of at the very beginning. Number one, to build a successful business, you got to be a friend of the trend, right? And you also have to study consumer behavior. Why? Because consumers will always dictate the market. Okay, they will always dictate the market. Now, what we're going to share with you today, some of you are going to realize, wow, this absolutely was amazing information, right? And it's just going to be information. You're going to get educated, you're going to be entertained, and you're going to leave happy. Others of you are going to recognize and realize that you're in the right place at the right time, and you're going to identify yourself as the right person, because you're going to take action on the information, and then that becomes an opportunity. Okay, so some of you is going to be information. For most of you, you're going to recognize an opportunity. And we're going to talk about a global paradigm shift right now, where we're empowering the entrepreneurs of today, of tomorrow, but doing it today. And I really love that statement, because throughout our entire lives, so many of us say, man, if I only knew then what I know now. And I'm sure a lot of you listening right now are like, yeah, I've said that many times, right? If I only knew then what I know now. So that's what we want to do. We want to equip you with information that's going to help you in the future understanding consumer behavior. And the name of our company is iThrive Network. And I love this slide right here, because it really, categorizes people. And you can see yourself right here. Some of you are just surviving, right? Meaning, yes, you have the bills paid, but at the end of the month, there's more month than there is money. Right? And you're living basically from paycheck to paycheck. And even here in the United States, which is considered one of the largest and most robust economies in the world, even here in the United States, the average person is only $500 away a month of losing their homes. which means if they lost $500 in their paycheck, they would lose their homes, right? So they're just surviving. Some people are striving, right? You might be in the striving category, middle class, middle to upper class, right? You're striving. You're not necessarily living paycheck to paycheck. You may be able to take a vacation or two every single year, but we really want you to be in the thriving category, the number 3 category. We believe each and every one of you should be thriving, right? Really living your God-given mission, enjoying life, no longer making decisions based on your financial income. Right? Your kids ask, hey, can we go to Disneyland? Or can we go here? Can I buy that? And everything, before you make a decision, you have to calculate your finances, right? We want you to live free. We want you to travel the world, enjoying life, living life on your terms, and absolutely creating an abundant lifestyle for yourself. Because here's the thing. Traveling all around the world, speaking on stages all around the world, I'm known for the saying that it's not a down economy, it's a new economy. Right? And you might be sitting there thinking, wait a minute, Bishop. No, it's rough out there. It's a bad economy. No, my friend, you have to recognize, and iThrive Network wants to help you do this, recognize that it's not a down economy. It's a new economy. What we want to help you do is learn how to leverage and position yourself in that new economy so you can create wealth for generations to come. And oftentimes we hear our parents growing up, we hear our parents say, well, just get out there and work a little bit harder, right? If you want to create more success in your life, more abundance. Well, that's true, right? Hard work has its place, and I'm a workhorse. I know JC is a workhorse as well. But there's other components that have to be considered. Number 1 is recognizing opportunities, right? You got to be able to have that skill set to recognize opportunities that are out there. My definition of poor, P-O-O-R, is passed over opportunities regularly. Right? There's so many amazing opportunities out there that are vehicles to get you from point A to point B. And I believe what you're going to see here tonight is the most robust one. Also, it's all about being at the right place at the right time. And again, I take it a step further. I say you got to be the right person in the right place at the right time because you have to recognize the opportunity. And then you have to take massive, massive action, which I believe a lot of you will do after you see this presentation tonight. So at iThrive Network, our mission is to educate, equip, and empower the world's next generation of entrepreneurs. And I absolutely love this. This resonates so much with me being an entrepreneur myself because I believe that entrepreneurs absolutely change the landscape. They absolutely change the world. You know, it's fascinating to me to think about almost everything we touch and everything we do. Even this software system that we're on right now was once someone's idea, right? The chair that I'm sitting in, the phones that you use was just someone's idea at one time. You know, everyone talks about, oh, you know, the presidents need to create jobs. It's the entrepreneurs that create jobs, that really catapults economies. It's all about the entrepreneur and that entrepreneur spirit. And so what I really love here is that we're talking about an entire world of possibilities. We want to teach you and empower you to launch local, right? Launch a local business, but then go global. And I love this. And this is part of the new economy I was talking about earlier, where we say, hey, you got to learn how to leverage it. And when people say, no, it's a down economy, I say, no, it's a better economy than ever before in history because let's prove it. There's more millionaires and billionaires in the world right now than ever before in history. Why? Because they're leveraging technology. They're leveraging the internet. They're leveraging social media and so many other things like global mobile payments, right? And so we're going to teach you guys now that with just your cell phone, just your laptop, you can literally reach the world, right? It's a completely new dynamic from a business standpoint. So we're going to talk about the big 4, global mobile payments, which is a massive, massive industry. And we're going to go into detail in just a moment. Business acquisition, which I'm absolutely passionate about. And then, of course, the training and support and the tools. But one of my favorite is multiple streams of income. We call them MSIs. Now, I like to take it a step further. I don't look for multiple streams of income. I call them multiple streams of freedom. And now, why do I call them multiple streams of freedom? Because at the end of the day, for all of us, that's what it really represents, right? When we start businesses, why do we start them? Because we want more freedom. But oftentimes, our businesses end up owning us more than we own our businesses, right? But we're going to teach you how to create freedom, multiple streams of freedom, be able to travel the world, come back worth more than when you left. Go to sleep, wake up worth more money than when you went to bed, right? Absolute freedom. So this can be a very, very big paradigm shift. And when we look at, you know, the economy, the new economy, We're talking about massive paradigm shifts that have absolutely changed the world and consumer behavior. So before we dive into this, what are some of the big paradigm shifts that have happened in our time, right? The internet was a massive paradigm shift. Social media, the car, right? Ride share. When you look at all of these different things, VoIP, right? Technology and cell phones, absolutely massive paradigm shifts. And so what really is a paradigm shift? It's an important change that happens when the usual way of thinking about or doing something is replaced by a new and different way, right? It's about how do you understand consumer behavior? Where are they going? How can you implement something that is going to bring more solutions for the end user, right? And that's what we're going to talk about here. And in fact, the global payment industry, not only is it dynamic, but it's a $3 trillion industry. And it continues to propel and break new ground. Now think about this. This pie, if you will, is so massive at $3 trillion. You know, everyone says, if I could just get my slice of the pie. Well, here, my friend, you don't even need a whole slice. You just can dip your fork in it and live off the residue. It is a massive industry where every one of you that are on this presentation right now can absolutely create something amazing and dynamic for you and your family. Now, when we look at the digital commerce and alternative payment methods that are taking shape right now in this industry, let's look at this. Browser-based e-commerce and in-app purchases are growing massively. Now, for me, when I look at a business, remember, you got to be a friend of the trend. You got to be a part of something where consumers are gravitating towards, right? You don't want to be a part of an industry that is starting to kind of just stagnate or go backwards, right? Even dogs don't chase parked cars, right? So you have to really study consumers and human behavior to really catapult yourself as an entrepreneur. So browser-based e-commerce in-app purchases are growing. It's not going away. Global digital commerce volume exceeds $3 trillion and already accounting for 48% of digital commerce sales and is forecasted to reach 70% by 2022, right? You got a future pace. Where is this industry going? Growing to 70%, you guys. That is absolutely massive. Now, when you look at that, right, and we start looking at this landscape here for how's it categorized on a big scale, right, a global scale? Well, first of all, let's really look at mobile payments, right? Now, it's amazing to me because we use our phones now for pretty much everything. Can we all agree? Every one of you on this webinar right now has a cell phone, right? Now, I never thought in my wildest dreams growing up that I would be able to do so much with my phone. And it's funny because it's become such an important part of our life, right, that people check their phones more than they even check sometimes on their children, on their spouses. We use our phones for almost everything now except for making phone calls. Have you noticed that? Right? Phone calls is almost the last thing we do with our phones. And in fact, it's funny. I have a friend of mine. He actually gets mad every time he texts someone and they call him right back. And he says, why didn't you just text me? And another friend of mine was driving somewhere. He drove for 45 minutes, realized he left his phone and turned around. So is it fair to say that if we're using our phones for so many things, social media, texting, banking, etc., that also we would start using it for payments? Absolutely. And in fact, if we look at this slide here, Latin America makes up about 9% of the global payment marketplace. EMEA, a European nation, right, where I'm from Europe, is about 10%. In North America, you know, woohoo, everyone's like, yes, North America, we're about 17%, which is interesting because here in America, you know, we always think we're at the very top and the cusp of everything, but we're actually pretty far behind when it comes to global mobile payments when we compare it to APAC, the Asian Pacific. It's 64% of this entire market. And I can tell you guys that we are launching here in the US, North America market first, and then we will start branching out international. Now, I have traveled around the world. I have a company that I own in Asia. I've been all over Asia, and I can tell you it is second nature out there in Asia. 64%, I mean, the WeChat, Alipay, all of these things are second nature. They do them all the time. And when they find out about this technology you're about to see, I can tell you game over, right? It is going to grow massively. Mobile apps account for more than 30% of the market. Digital wallets are estimated to have approximately $40 billion that they added to the global payments arena. Again, WeChat, Alipay. Some of you guys have probably seen Venmo and Cash App. All of these different applications are coming forth to the marketplace. And again, we use our phones for almost everything except for making phone calls. But here's what's really interesting to me. We have smartphones, right? We have smart watches. We have smart TVs. Isn't it time we had smart money, right? Isn't it time that our money enhanced? You know, one part of wealth creation is creating something of value to serve other people and the implementation of leverage. Why don't you get your money to, why don't you start leveraging your money? Start adding more technologies to your money. And this is the beginning of Dnero. So welcome to the Dnero app, the Smart Money app. It's a revolutionary global payment solution that I believe is going to revolutionize the entire market. We're talking about an opportunity of a lifetime that literally fits in the palm of your hand. Again, some of you might not realize, but there are people that are running massive organizations and making a lot of money just using their cell phone or their laptop. They're reaching out into the entire world. Gone are the days where you need a big warehouse and you need the whole top floor and tons of your employees need to come to the office every day. Technology, the new economy, is more robust and gives us more opportunity than ever before in history. And that's why I like to call these presentations, learn how to create a freedom business leveraging the new economy. And so we're talking about smart money. Use your smartphone as your preferred payment method to make everyday purchases at major retailers, restaurants, theaters, and more. And here's the part, you guys. You can pay with cash or cryptocurrency with Dnero. Now, some of you might have just said, wait a minute. Did this guy Bishop just say I can pay with cash or crypto with Dnero? Absolutely. And this is groundbreaking. This is one of the first solutions that we brought to the marketplace. You know, one of the main problems when you first look at cryptocurrency is people would always say, well, where can you spend it, right? You can't use it anywhere. Well, not anymore, my friends. Welcome to the Dnero Smart Money app. I shot a video where I actually went into Barnes and Nobles with this Dnero app and made purchases for my children's in Barnes and Noble with the Dnero app using cryptocurrency. And I can tell you, when I posted this video, it went crazy. So many people were sharing this video, talking about this video. Why? Because it was revolutionary. They've never seen it before. So you're going to be able to pay at thousands of top retail brand locations with your smartphone. And here's the part that was exciting. When I went into Barnes & Noble and I made that payment with cryptocurrency, I got back instantly 3% cash back. Okay, so the Dnero app is the only app that gives you the flexibility to pay with cash or cryptocurrency and receive up to 3% cash back. Now, that's the second component or solution that we brought to the marketplace. So number one, you can now go into big box retailers and pay with cryptocurrency. The other thing we solved was cashback. Cashback programs are massive. You look at Ebates and all these programs, millions of users. People love it. But usually, typically with cashback programs, you got to wait anywhere from 10 days to 30 to 45 days before you actually get that cashback. We have the first platform. You get it instantly and you can spend it instantly. And here's the best part. You can also share this app with others, right? Share it with your friends. If I share it with JC and JC goes out and makes purchases, guess what? I'm going to earn 1% cashback on all of JC's purchases. Smart money, leverage, big part of wealth creation. So we already have Morton's, AMC, Nike's, Bed Bath & Beyond, a lot of the top retailers on here. And what's also cool is that with Dnero, it takes seconds to upload the funds. When I shot that video, people were very shocked at how, number one, user-friendly it was and how quickly I was able to upload the funds and make my purchase. But here's what's really cool. Let's just say that Carlos, right? One of my good friends, an amazing leader, Carlos, is out somewhere and he's like, Bishop, can I get, $100 from you real quick? I got to make a purchase on something and I'll give it back to you. I can actually send that to Carlos via the Dnero app and he would get it almost instantly on his app and then he can go shop with that and make purchases. And what's really cool is only me as the sender has to do the KYC. Carlos, as a receiver, does not have to do the KYC, which is groundbreaking in itself. Most platforms out there, both parties have to do the KYC. So there's so much thought going into this Dnero app. Now, we want to empower you, the end user, right? The consumer. We want to give you the power back so you can start making your money work for you. So imagine having the freedom to choose where and how you want to use your funds. It's smart money, right? And you can see here, this is a screenshot of the application, and you can see that we have all these different retailers already on the application. And all you do is simply go in. When I went in there, I picked what I wanted. I put the dollar amount. I selected Barnes and Nobles. And then I chose whether I wanted to use crypto or I wanted to use cash. You can actually go back and forth between both seamlessly within the app. I clicked Barnes and Nobles, and the app created a barcode, and it says, give it to the cashier, show to the cashier. So it did it in a matter of seconds. And here's what's really powerful, you guys. Now, some of you are thinking right now, man, I have so many altcoins right now. I wish I could use them. Right? What about my Ethereum? What about my Ripple? What about my Litecoin? So on and so forth. Well, here's what's really powerful. The app is an exchange within itself. So you can convert crypto to fiat instantly, right? And you can convert your cryptocurrency that's listed on major exchanges into pro currency. So let's say you have some Litecoin, right? And you want to put it to work, right? You want to put it to work for you. You can exchange that for our pro currency, which is the cryptocurrency on the app, the pro currency, and immediately go shopping, right? It becomes instantly available, and now you can make purchases and get that 3% cash back. What are you guys thinking about this? Let me see it in the chat if you guys are excited about this, because this is groundbreaking innovation and something that's absolutely going to revolutionize and disrupt the global payment industry. Now, here's what's cool. When I did that purchase with our pro currency and the cryptocurrency via the Dnero app, yes, I got 3% cash back instantly. But here's what's cool. I could have used cash. If I wanted to use fiat money, I could have done that, right? I could have used USD and I would have got a 2% cash back instantly. So you can choose, right? You can go seamlessly between crypto, pro currency, or cash. Now, when I share it with JC, I'm going to earn 1% of all his purchases, or whoever else I share the app with. And JC shares it with Marissa, and now I'm going to earn 0.50% on Marissa's purchases as well, 2 levels deep. Now think about this, you guys. How many people can you share an app with this type of technology, and you're earning 1% to 0.5% on all of their purchases? So that means as this grows, and I'm doing this webinar, other people could be out shopping all around the world, and I'm earning money while I'm sitting here presenting with you guys. That's leverage, you guys. That's wealth creation, right? Again, this is about creating a freedom business, not just a business. Anyone can teach you to go out there and create a business, but more than likely that business is going to run your life. I've learned that a business is supposed to serve your life, not you serving your business. So we want to flip that for you and create that paradigm shift within your thinking and within your action steps. And when I started using the app, you guys, one thing that was really important, talking to the CEO, our amazing visionary, Danny Pacheco, he really talked a lot about how keeping the app simple for the user was so important. Now, there's so much technology and things happening in the background that it seems overwhelming, but you as the consumer never feel that frustration, right? It's super simple. The last thing we wanted was for you to be in line or for you to be at the cash register trying to figure all of this out, and people behind you getting frustrated, you're getting frustrated. So it's extremely, extremely simple. Now, here's what's really exciting. This slide is one of my favorite slides. The benefits of Dnero for the merchants. Because you might be thinking right now, okay, this is great. I'm a merchant, but why would I accept this as a merchant, okay, as a retailer? Now, not only did we solve the problem of cryptocurrency and the usability, right? People can actually use it now in name brand stores and restaurants, etc. Not only did we solve the cashback situation, and now it's instant cashback, but also think about this. We had to solve something else. Why was it in the beginning that a lot of retailers were not accepting cryptocurrency, etc.? Number one, volatility. Number two, they didn't know what to do with it, right? It's kind of like, hey, what do I do with this? You know, they didn't want to worry about wallets and conversions and all of that different kind of stuff, right? So for retailers and business owners, all they cared about was, hey, if I accept something, how do I put it in my bank account so we can operate our business? If I accept this type of currency from customers, right? They just want to operate their business. So when I went into Barnes and Nobles and I made that payment in pro currency, guess what? Barnes and Nobles received that money almost instantly in their bank account. And oh, here's the best part. It was in USD. The app did everything for them. They're not worried about all of this other stuff. The app did it instantly behind the scenes. So if you're a business owner right now, think about how more efficient you can run your business if you're receiving your money instantly. You know, when you talk about credit cards, it's usually what, 3 days? Some people have told me 4 days, right? So now you can get your money instantly. Also, there's a flat 2% transaction fee. A lot of people I talk to, 3%, 4%, some of the high ticket companies out there, 8%, especially for networking companies. The highest I've heard so far was 11.5%. But here's a flat 2% transaction fee. You don't have to go set up a new POS system or anything like that. And here's what's really cool. There's no chargebacks and there's no reserves. Now, I've seen companies personally close down because of chargebacks, right? I've seen it personally where companies close down due to chargebacks. Here, there's no chargebacks and there's no reserves. Reserves are basically when the merchant holds some of your funds just in case there's a lot of chargebacks or any kind of issues. Here, you don't have to worry about that. Now, this is my favorite one from this entire slide, you guys. Earn income from customers who shop elsewhere if they sign them up through the Dnero app. Let me give you an example. Morton Steakhouse, very nice, expensive restaurant here in Orange County, California. They're one of the retailers and merchants on the app. So let's just say I go into Morton Steakhouse and the waitress or the person at the register says, hey, download this app. You can start purchasing your meals here with this app and get instant 2 to 3% cash back. I download the app, I pay for my meal, but then on the way home, my wife and I decide that we want to go to Barnes and Noble, Best Buy, and we want to buy some things for our children. Guess what? Morton Steakhouse is now going to earn up to 1% of all of our transactions. Think about this, business owners. Think about this. This is the first time I have personally seen a situation now where a business can earn money from all of their customers even when they're out patronizing other businesses, even when they're out spending money with other businesses. This is revolutionary, you guys. Absolutely revolutionary. Now, if you guys are excited about that, let me see that in the chat because this should really excite you. Not only that, but we also realize that branding and your brand messaging and communications with your customers is so important. So we also offer some very unique and dynamic, innovative ways for you to do that as a business owner. We have geolocation advertising. So if I'm driving by your, let's say it was a guitar center, and you could send me a push notification, Bishop, hey, don't forget to come in for 50% off today's flamenco guitar or whatever, right? You can do that. You can do promotions, and there's no additional equipment needed. Now, why is this powerful? Well, think about it. A lot of people like billboard signs and all of this kind of stuff and flyers. But what did we say in the beginning? Everyone looks at their mobile phone all day long. And in fact, you can go almost anywhere and you'll see everyone sitting next to each other. But what are they doing? They're on their phones, right? It just blows my mind. I see so many groups of people and they're not talking to each other. They're all looking at their phone. So this means you can get your messaging in front of your customers and you know they're going to look at it, as opposed to a billboard where they're just driving by. There's no additional equipment needed. So this is very, very beneficial from a business owner because of the cost factor, right? It lowers your cost to get your same brand message in front of your customer. Now, I know so many of you are right now saying, wait a minute, Bishop. Okay, this is crazy. This is mind blowing. I know so many business owners that would love this. You are literally speaking their language. This is freedom for a lot of business owners. So if I refer a business owner, what's in it for me? Right? I can already hear you guys thinking, yes, I can read your minds right now. Well, you're going to be able to earn residual income with Dnero. So let's just say you sign up a business that's doing $1 million a month in payments, right? If you referred that business, you would earn 0.75% of the Dnero transaction fees. So that means in a hypothetical, right? We're not saying this is exactly what you're going to go do and what's going to happen, but in a hypothetical example, that would earn up to $7,500 per month for you in your pocket. Now, how many business owners do you know out there? How many could you educate and equip them with this information? Now, in addition to that, business owners know business owners. So, of course, if something is working for them, they're typically going to share it with someone else, another business owner. And you would also get 0.25% if that business owner shared it with another business owner. This is powerful, you guys. Now, this is the first time, I love the way our CEO talks about this. This is the first time that I can really see network marketing companies being customers of another network marketing company, because network marketing companies really need help when it comes to merchant services, right? And this could completely allow them to operate their businesses on a higher level from an efficiency standpoint, without the worry of 8%, 11%, get their money instantly, no chargebacks. It's an absolutely revolutionary thing for those types of businesses. So imagine you getting 0.75% for all that. Now, these just show some of the other merchants we have on board: Cold Stone, DSW, Chart House, Claim Jumper, Nike, Papa John's, you name it. So the merchants get 1% cashback rewards from all of their clients that are referred to download the app. And so also, they capture an additional 0.5% on one more referral level. So again, you're going to earn on all of your customers. Okay, really, really powerful stuff. Now, you can join now and become an improved merchant partner with Dnero. Again, you guys can see the power here, the revolutionary technology that is in here. This is groundbreaking on so many levels when you really take a look and understand what's developed here, right? And the solutions that is bringing to the marketplace. So as a business, it's all about solutions, right? And so this is absolutely powerful in my opinion. And I love it because it's a real blue ocean mentality, right? From a blue ocean business model mentality. Some of you know what blue ocean means, but we'll talk about that more in a minute. But here, you guys, now I have the privilege. It's an exciting night. So if you've seen the webinar before, pay attention now, because you have not seen what we're about to show you guys right now. Okay, so we are going to talk about a couple of products that come into your packages that we've never shown or really have dived into before. Okay, so to do this, I want to bring back up Mr. JC Rangel, because he can explain this in such a very unique way, because he has a very deep understanding of this. And I got to tell you guys, before he comes up here to share this with you guys, this gentleman is, I completely admire him. I consider him one of my mentors in the industry, because this gentleman became a millionaire at 30 years old, right? This gentleman retired his mom when he was only 27 years old, and his last organization was over 70,000. And so I'm just honored to lock arms with him. This guy is just a wealth of knowledge, and he just loves to teach and loves to share. So I'm just very excited for the future, working side by side with JC. JC, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome, Bishop. Thank you so much, Mr. Bishop Stewart. Incredible information, and I'm looking forward to hearing every single time that Mr. Bishop Stewart gets on here. I have my notepad out and I'm taking a bunch of notes, because, I have to be honest. I actually steal a lot of the things this gentleman says. I heard a long time ago, one of my mentors said to me a long time ago, he says, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And so I love to hang out in rooms where people like Mr. Bishop Stewart are, because I'm always learning. He's always dropping knowledge. He's always, just going out there and helping a ton of people. So he's obviously done something right. And so he's definitely somebody that I'm also very extremely privileged to be working with, to be learning from. And I know that we're going to help a lot of people together. So with that said, once again, Mr. Bishop, thank you so much for that introduction. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of minutes to talk about some of the new services that iThrive has to offer. So as great as what we've got here is, right? Mr. Bishop Stewart just talked about, the Dnero app and the merchant acquisition side. And I agree with him completely, right? I've got a lot of businesses that are ready to come on board when they hear, wait a minute, no chargebacks, 2% flat fee. I'm able to get paid on my customers when they shop elsewhere. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But in addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, imagine every single time that we do any presentation, whether that's at somebody's home, whether that's at a hotel meeting, whether that's anywhere, 7 out of 10 people in any given room need the following service that we're going to talk about. And so we are introducing here today. This is a very, very important event. Okay, and I know that we're recording this, right? So you guys can watch this and send this to people, but it is the Edge Credit System, which is the most sophisticated, most high-tech credit restoration system in existence. You know, to give you guys a little bit of background, I've actually been involved in the credit repair space since 2008. I actually have owned a credit repair company, and I still do. But I got to say, when I saw this program, I said, oh my God, this program is going to put a lot of companies out of business, companies that do credit repair the old-fashioned way. So the credit system is a top-of-the-line credit dispute software that's designed to give you everything that you need to start disputing the negative items on your credit report immediately. Now, this system, what it does is that it tracks, it gets all of your negative items, and you're able to dispute the negative items just with a simple click of a button. You're able to use the tools that the experts use. Now, I want to be very clear. You know, we are talking about a network marketing business. I've actually seen and have been a part of network marketing companies in the past where they may offer, and not a lot of companies do, but there's a few that do, that offer a credit repair service. I want to tell you what this is not. This is not a credit repair program where you're going to sign up for the program, pay a bunch of money up front so the company can mail letters to your home for you to sign them and mail them to the bureaus. All of that is done for you. All you simply do is you authorize a system with a click of a button. As soon as you sign up, you'll have your 3 credit reports on what's called a soft pull. That means it pulls your credit, but it's a soft pull, so it does not affect your credit score when you pull your credit this way. And you see your 3 FICO scores from all 3 credit bureaus in real time and the negative items on your credit report that need to be disputed. And you simply authorize a system to go out there and dispute those negative items for you. Now, if we could go to the next slide, that'd be great. Now, what happens is that the company will automatically, the system will automatically electronically dispute these negative items on your behalf, right? And then you will receive letters about 30 days later from the credit bureaus letting you know what the status is. And unlike a traditional credit repair company where they rely on the customer to have to mail those letters or email them or fax them into the company for them to see what's been deleted and what has not been deleted, there is no need for that because the company has an electronic credit monitoring program that sees what items have been deleted, what items are in dispute, and what items still remain. So it is 100% electronic and significantly faster, excuse me, and significantly faster than anything that I've ever seen out there. Now, what I like to do is I like to share a couple of facts with you, right? First of all, the program that we use is a company that's been in business for over 12 years. They are one of the biggest credit repair companies, right? Credit disputing companies that actually do the processing for over 700 of the biggest credit repair companies in the world. They have actually deleted over 3 million negative items off of people's credit. Now, there are a lot of benefits to this, right? You know, 61 million people have under a 599 FICO score. 4 out of 5 people have credit reports with errors in them, and bad credit over a lifetime can cost you over $1 million in interest. So what is really the cost of having bad credit, right? It affects people in getting approved for auto loans or any kind of loans, renting an apartment or buying a home. And even employers look at people's credit report before they even give them a job, before they hire them for a job. So needless to say, credit is something that is very, very important. And anytime we do a presentation, if we have a presentation, let's say at a big hotel, and there's 100 guests in the room, 70 out of 100 guests in that room, ladies and gentlemen, are thinking, either I need this program, and 100% of them know somebody that needs that credit repair program. So imagine being able to offer this service to some of our friends and family members and neighbors and teammates. That's exactly what we're talking about here. So it is, our system has a simple sign-up process where you input your basic information. Now, what happens when you do that is with one click, your reports come out and it easily detects the items that you are able to dispute on your credit report right away. Now, with another simple click, what it does is it creates the disputes on your behalf, generates the electronic letters that it sends out to the 3 credit bureaus at the same time. Okay, so our system is a very simple system. It is not a system that is done the old-fashioned way, or a system that's going to cost people a whole lot of money. Instead, what the company did is they took a wholesale approach to this service because we want to make sure that we make it available to the masses. Okay, so that is a program. We can go to the next slide. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, another thing to understand is this: when it comes to the program that we're talking about here today, excuse me, when it comes to the credit repair program that we're talking about here today, it is a program that goes hand in hand with the following program that we're talking about. Okay, so we've got the credit repair program that's already on board that we're going to be able to offer to our customers and distributors. But in addition to that, we also have a new program that, once again, we're simply touching a little bit about these services. We don't have the full slides yet. So this is simply, ladies and gentlemen, an introduction to what's coming. So in further, in future presentations, we're going to have the information, right, the detailed information on both of these programs. Right now, once again, it's simply an introduction to these programs. So the next program that we have is a Wealth Map Pro, which is the fastest way to zero debt. Now, here's a genius about the Wealth Map Pro. It is the best debt elimination system that I've ever seen. Okay, making money while helping others save money. So here's a genius. If we could go to the next slide, here's a genius about the Wealth Map Pro. Okay, so the Wealth Map Pro is an online banking system. It's a system that'll help you eliminate all of your debt. Okay, so here's some of the genius, right? A 30-year mortgage can be paid off in an average of 8 to 12 years. Keep in mind, this particular program, ladies and gentlemen, already has over 80,000 clients since 2006 on this program. Okay, over 80,000 clients and thousands of testimonials, right? I actually personally have friends that have used this program since 2007 up to this point that have already paid off their mortgage, right? And we're going to talk about some of the details. So imagine a 30-year mortgage paid off in an average of 8 to 12 years. Student loans paid off in an average of 3 to 8 years. 5-year car loans paid off in an average of 2 years, right? And all without refinancing. Monthly payments remain the same and with little or no change to the monthly budget, okay? So this is the most powerful system when it comes to debt elimination. And there is 4 factors that the system uses to go out there and accomplish these things, right? Number 1 is a strategic payoff. There is a certain algorithm that is necessary for us to cancel interest and for us to get out of debt very, very fast. So the first one is a strategic payoff. The second one is interest accumulation. The third is interest float. And then the fourth is interest cancellation. You know, I heard a quote a long time ago that said, those who understand interest earn it, and those who do not understand interest pay it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a banking system that not only allows us and makes us understand how interest works, but it allows us to cancel interest and to pay off our entire debt, not just our mortgage, not just our student loans and our car loans, but our entire debt by canceling a lot of interest. And I have to be very honest with you. The program that we're referring to is something that if you are a mathematical genius, you can figure out this algorithm on a monthly basis, but it would mean that every single month you would have to figure that system out. This system does everything for you. As we move forward, the company is going to have the videos that do all of the explaining for you. The company actually has a trainer, a master trainer on this particular product that is going to show people not only examples of current customers and how on track they are to pay off their mortgage, people that are already saving 10 years off their mortgage on their statements, but also somebody that is going to show us exactly how to sell this program. Now, one of the things that I love about this, Bishop, is, and we talked about it the other day, is the fact that how many of us in network marketing, we're always talking to those professionals, to those entrepreneurs, maybe those realtors and those loan officers and mortgage bankers and brokers. Well, Those people that we're referring to, I personally know a lot of real estate agents, right? A lot of real estate professionals that have a lot of clients that could use this program. When I start to mention, I simply mention this system to them. They are eagerly waiting for us to introduce this because they say, hey, listen, I've got clients that are homeowners. Maybe they don't want to buy or sell anymore, but they would love a way to pay off their mortgage and their debt significantly faster. Same thing with the loan officers, same thing with tax professionals. This is a program, not only is it a phenomenal program to attract a ton of people, but it is also a phenomenal program that I personally have been using, simply telling the story about it coming to attract a lot of real estate professionals and a lot of entrepreneurs. So if we can go to the next slide, that'd be great. So ladies and gentlemen, that is my part. Once again, this is just an introduction of what's coming. In the future presentations later this week or the following week, we will have the full information on this information. Both of these programs are a couple of weeks away from getting released through the iThrive network. But we want to introduce you guys and show you guys exactly what's coming. As a matter of fact, I've been talking about these two programs for a couple of weeks now, and some of the people in my organization start to ask, hey, well, JC, how come we in the presentations we don't talk about those? How come they're not in the presentation? They're not in the PowerPoint? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the introduction. This is us letting you guys know that this is what's coming. So we're starting off with 3 phenomenal programs, and I'm very excited. So with that said, what I'd like to do is send it back to our incredible fearless leader, Mr. Bishop Stewart, so he can proceed with the compensation plan.
Thank you, JC. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. And just, man, talk about taking notes. JC, that was absolutely powerful. I mean, I'm so pumped up about these other products, and all these products you guys are going to be in your packages once we move forward. And I can tell you guys, just the way that JC laid it out right now, put a lot of thoughts in my mind of different people I can talk to about this product. He gave me a lot of great ideas and insights. So hopefully you guys were really paying attention, because he dropped so many nuggets right now with those amazing, amazing packages. So you're probably thinking, okay, Bishop, okay, the technology, 100% absolutely amazing, groundbreaking. The merchants are going to love this. I know so many business owners, but you might be sitting there thinking, okay, now, what if I know other people, not necessarily business owners that want to utilize the app from a merchant standpoint, but what if I know so many other people that would love to share this with business owners and bring people to the credit repair and debt elimination, etc.? Well, we do have something in place for you. This is where you can become a brand partner and participate in the iThrive compensation plan. There is a one-time $50 non-commissionable activation fee to do this, and all brand partners must maintain at least one active customer for each brand partner they personally sponsor. Okay, now before we move forward, I do need to read this quick disclaimer, which is income stated is hypothetical or based on a per sale basis and is not indicative or representative of income that any specific participant may earn. Okay, so the company makes no representation or guarantee of specific earnings or earnings potential. What this basically means is we're all professionals here, right? We're all entrepreneurs. We're all business people here. So we're all adults, right? If you don't do anything, you don't earn anything. Okay, can we all agree on that, right? There's no magic pill here or anything like that, right? This is serious business. But when I look at a business, the thing I always ask myself, is the reward worth the effort? Right? Is the reward worth the effort? And I believe now that we're going to start with this compensation plan here, you're going to see that the reward is absolutely going to be worth the effort that you put in. Okay, now, iThrive has partnered up with PMG, one of the top exclusive business consulting firms in the entire country, founded by Josh Tolley. Now, I can tell you guys, this has helped thousands of people fulfill their goals in business and in life. And now this is what really, really gets me excited about these packages. We're going to show you these packages in a little bit more in depth. JC just went over 2 of the amazing products that are going to be in these packages, but also we want to break down some of the additional stuff that comes with these packages. So the first package we have is our iThrive Basic package. Now, here you can see that you're going to get your business solutions portal. That's an actual snapshot of it, right? You're going to get your replicated site. Now, one of the things that you don't see there, or you can't really read it, I should say, is in the top right-hand corner of that screenshot of the website, there's a button right there where your merchants would actually click on that and actually get signed up into the program. Okay, so they click on it. It's going to walk them through all the information that's needed, the EIN numbers, and all the different kind of stuff is going to go right there when they click on that button. So you do get that. So you also are going to get Edge Credit Business Portal, WealthMat Pro Business Portal, Josh Tolley's virtual training workbook, Quit Your Job or Die, and the true cost of employment in America. Now that right there, you guys, is going to blow you away. I've already seen this and it is mind blowing. It's not the true cost of unemployment, right? Which is what most people think of. This is a complete paradigm shift within itself. The true cost of employment in America. So you guys have to really realize what employment is costing you, right? What employment is doing to you and your family, right? And how entrepreneurship can absolutely set you free. Now, this package, the sales volume unlocks one business center. It's only $200, you guys. But look what the company did here. They increased your weekly caps to up to $50,000 per week with this basic starter package. $50,000 per week. That means you can come in for $200 and you have a $2 million plus opportunity a year at your fingertips that you can build from your cell phone, your laptop, anywhere in the world, and have freedom along with the financial rewards. Okay, this is unheard of, you guys. So they have literally leveled the playing field for all of these packages. And I just want you guys to really understand what the company just did. It wasn't like this a couple of weeks ago, but the company really wanted to level the playing field and just give you guys something phenomenal. Why? Because we want you to thrive, right? We really want you to live that freedom lifestyle. Now, what comes in this membership package? You're going to get the Quit Your Job or Die 2.5-hour training and workbook and the true danger of employment, okay? Now, it's going to talk about the dangers of employment, how we've been lied to about money, which a lot of us have been lied to about money. You know, you go to traditional school and they teach you really how to be an employee, not how to go out there and create your own destiny, right? So we're going to really dive into what money really is, what you've been lied to about it, and reshape your mindset so you can really go out there and create something amazing. How much money will you need? Transitioning from employment, networking, list of opportunities, conquering your fear, which is so important, right? And oftentimes I teach a lot of people how your fear is not really what you think it is, and you're not really afraid of what you think it is. So this is absolutely amazing. And one of my favorite here is spotting opportunities. Now, Josh Tolley is an expert at teaching people how to spot the opportunities based on certain categories and parameters that you've set for your life. And I'm telling you, just sitting with this gentleman and listening to him, and I spent some time with Josh Tolley for some days, and I can tell you the nuggets that he dropped were tremendous for my personal life. And I immediately made a lot of changes with that. Then we have our I Thrive Advanced package. This is a $600 package that unlocks 3 business centers. But you're also going to still get the Dnero portal. But if you notice, you're also going to get the merchant acquisition starter kit. Okay, so you can kind of see some screenshots over there on the right-hand side. Now, here's the real powerful one that I want you to notice. The one that says pay here with Dnero in the far right-hand corner that has the QR code. Now, this is what's really cool and why you really want to get this package. Now, if you want to leverage your sales team, this is the package that you really want to get, right? If you want to really get out there and start dominating with merchants, it's either this package or the next package that you really kind of want to look at if you're very serious about building a real business. Now, that QR code that you're going to get there, that's what you can give to merchants. Like you're going to sign up a business, they will simply scan that QR code, and now they're coded to you, right? That business is coded to you, and now you're going to be able to get that 0.75% of all of their transactions. Okay, so this is really, really powerful. And then also, as you can see right there, that merchant, a coffee barista, I believe, has it right there on their countertop, right? So it's really powerful. You definitely want to take advantage of that. That is not in the $200 package, but you're also going to get the Edge Credit business portal, which Mr. JC Rangel just went through, the WealthMat Pro, Josh Tolley's virtual training workbook Level Up, breakthrough versus follow through. Now, this is really powerful because oftentimes people want that breakthrough, but they don't realize it's the follow through that will get them the breakthrough. So they're so focused on breakthrough that they never do the follow through, and then they wonder why everything is falling apart. And this really brings it home and teaches you the strategy to get the breakthrough via follow through. Okay, now also 2 tickets for Josh Tolley's live and 2-day seminar, Business of Life. Now I can tell you guys, I have gone through this with Mr. Josh Tolley myself, and it is groundbreaking. Okay, now here's what's really cool. For the 2 tickets for Josh Tolley's live, you can actually get one for yourself and sell the other one for up to $600. If you go to Josh Tolley's website, he actually sells these tickets for $600. So we're going to give you 2 tickets here in this package. So you can get one, sell one to another business colleague that you want to come and get educated, empowered by this great transformational seminar. Okay, so this is really, really powerful. Again, this one unlocks 3 business centers. It's $600 up to $50,000 weekly potential. Now, with this one, you're going to get a 4-hour training and workbook, and you're going to talk and learn about how do you become the 1%ers, right? I mean, we all want to be a part of the 1%, right? I remember growing up like, oh, if I could just do this, then I did that. Then if I can just make that, then I did that. Then I had a goal of if I could just make X, Y, and Z in a day, and then I did that, right? And I don't want to throw out the numbers there, but very powerful and big numbers, right, that I've been able to create for myself. But it was all because I started educating myself. I'm so passionate about consistently educating myself as an entrepreneur and sharpening my skill set, right? So the 1%, what does it take to be in the 1%? That's around $375K. You're in the 1%. So how you become that, right? And why the world hates most salespeople? You're wasting your money if you advertise, not if you don't advertise, but if you do advertise. And so this is really, really powerful, you guys. And I'm telling you, I have done this. You guys have to take advantage of this. It will absolutely take your businesses to the next level. Now, this is the package that I am the most excited about. And most of the entrepreneurs I talk to, this is the package of choice. We're talking about our iThrive Accelerated package. Again, you're going to get everything you have in the other 2 packages, but you're also going to get the total financial security, 2 tickets again to Josh Tolley's Business of Life, 2-day seminar, and 1 ticket to Josh Tolley's 4-day PMG certification. Now, this one is really important, you guys. Now, some people have literally paid tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars to go through this with Mr. Josh Tolley. Now, I'm telling you guys, this will change your life. Basically, what he's teaching you guys here is how to go out and be a business consultant, right? How do you go out and identify certain aspects and components in someone's business and help them start scaling and growing their business, help them repair their business, right? How many business owners out there have a broken business, right? And they're desperately looking for someone to be able to come in and make the repairs that they need so they can start scaling and growing their business, right? So many people are just stuck because they're either living in the old economy, they haven't adjusted to the new economy. So this teaches you all the inner workings of business and understanding what breaks businesses, how to fix them, and how to help them scale. So after this certification, you will actually be certified to go out there and build a business as a serious business consultant and advisor and help companies really grow as well. Now, this is absolutely, again, you guys, groundbreaking to be able to help a business get back to profitability. And you might be saying, well, I don't want to talk to other businesses. Well, what about your business? Is it where you want to be? Probably not, right? So why not empower yourself with the education and the strategy to go implement to actually fix that? Now, here was what's really cool. The sales volume unlocks 7 business centers at this $1,500 package. And you're going to be able to earn up to $50,000 per week. Now, I don't want to spend too much time going through this because I know this webinar is a little bit longer because we're going through a lot of stuff for you. But this one talks about, it's an 8-hour training and workbook, 100,000 poor. Now, look at that one there, 100,000 poor. Some of you might be thinking, if I had $100,000, I'd be rich. Really? You got to really know what you got to look out there in terms of the economy. Here in Orange County, if you're making 100,000, you are not in the 3 category of thriving, right? I can tell you that because of the cost of living. So avoiding get rich slow schemes. Don't bank on banks. And again, you guys, I actually had the privilege of being with Mr. Josh Tolley again just yesterday. Had a great time with him yesterday. He was here in town, and we had to meet on some business stuff. And I got to tell you, the gentleman is just full of so much information, and his mind is so sharp and so quick when he thinks about things, and the way he communicates them is so powerful and enlightening for your business. So I had just a great time with him yesterday. He's also talking about the power of crypto. Stop buying internet cheese. And so all of this stuff, you guys, again, I have done this. Understanding Wall Street, 401ks, stock and bonds, mutual funds. And I'm telling you guys, I've been in a lot of courses. I've worked with a lot of people. I've spent a lot of money on different mentors. And I can tell you, Mr. Josh Tolley is the top of the top. Right? He is the real deal that walks the walk and talks the talk. Okay. So there's a lot of people, and I'm sure JC will agree, that are on the internet that are not really doing what they say that they're doing. Okay. So this gentleman is actually living the life, has the results, and can actually teach you the proper way to duplicate. The quickest way to success is get around people that are where you want to be and duplicate what they're doing. Okay. Now, those are our amazing packages. Now, what JC shared is in all of those packages as well. So hopefully you guys are really pumped up. This is the first time we really spent more time of showing you the value that's in each one of these packages so you can make an educated decision. Again, if you're a builder, you want to build a sales organization and leverage the volume, which we're going to talk about right now, definitely one of the last 2 packages, in my opinion, are the most powerful for that aspect. Now, let's dive into the compensation plan. We're going to be done here, you guys, in about 5 moments. So 5 minutes. So the direct sell bonus, you're going to get 10% on any package that you sell. Okay, you're going to get 10% of that package. But if it's the $1,500 package, you're actually going to get $500 direct sell bonus. Okay, a $500 direct sell bonus is powerful. Okay, absolutely powerful. Now, before we go on, I just remembered something exciting. Mr. Josh Tolley, and I don't know if JC, if you can write this in the chat or not. If not, I'll do it in a moment. Mr. Josh Tolley we're going to do a special webinar tomorrow with Mr. Josh Tolley. Now, all of you need to be on this webinar because you're going to be able to hear from the man himself. You're going to hear the wisdom of this man, and we're going to actually introduce him to all of you guys and kind of do a live webinar with him and a Q&A and stuff. And I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this broadcast, okay? So we will be posting that in the chat for you, okay? So again, if you sell the $1,500 package, you're going to make a $500 direct sell bonus. There are people out there who've already sold 10 packages, 20 packages, 30 packages of the $1,500 package, and they're going to get $500 each time. Now we go into the compensation plan binary bonus. Now, this is cool, you guys. Binary basically means you're going to build 2 sales teams, a right sales team and a left sales team, right? And you're going to be able to override and leverage those sales, right? Now, oops, sorry about that. Had to pop up. To qualify for the binary, there's one qualification. You have to personally make a sell on your left and personally make a sell on your right, okay? That's how you qualify for the binary. Now, as your team is out there making sales and doing presentations, making contacts, it creates what we call business volume. We get 10% of the weakest team's business volume every week. So if your right sales team does 16,000 in business volume and your left sales team does 12,000 in business volume this week, you would get 10% of that weaker team volume, which would be $1,200 for the week, okay? And that's unlimited levels deep, okay? It's very, very powerful. This creates leverage, what we talked about before. Now, one of my favorite components of this whole compensation plan is the matching bonus, okay? You're going to be able to match on everyone in your that you personally referred downline from the binary. This is binary income only. So you have to personally sponsor 3 people to qualify for this. So everyone you personally refer to this platform and you make a sell, basically, you're going to earn 10% of whatever they make every single week in their binary income. On your second level, so everyone that they share this with and make sales with, you're going to earn 10% of their binaries every week as well, 10% on your third, and 10% on your fourth level. This is absolutely powerful within itself, you guys. But guess what? Levels 5, 6, and 7, you're going to get 5%, okay, matching bonus. And we have dynamic compression as well, which you'll learn about during some trainings. Now, here's what's powerful. I want you guys to think about this. This is whether you work that week or not. Okay, now the reason I stress this because this is about creating a freedom business, leveraging the new economy. So what this means is, God forbid, let's say you got sick or something this week. You couldn't go to your job right now for a week, 2 weeks. Would your boss call you and say, hey, you know what? We're going to give you 10% of what everyone in the office made? No, right? Why not give that to yourself? Right? Why not start creating that kind of leverage and freedom for yourself? Right? If you were off on vacation for a month, you would still be worth more money than you were at the beginning of the month, even if you didn't open up your computer or laptop because of these matching bonuses, you guys. And you'll notice the deeper it goes, the more cells are there, right? And we're going to teach you guys how to personally make 3 cells and go out and teach those 3 how to make 3, right? This is just a hypothetical example, but if that started happening here down on your 7th, 8th level, you're looking at 3,237 people that you could be earning 5 to 10% on every single week of their matching bonuses, of their binary. This is absolutely freedom at its best, you guys, right? So the other part, and we're pretty much done here, is our leadership bonus. You're going to earn 1 to 3% on all personal enrollment tree volume. No more than 40% can come from one personally enrolled team. Now, again, sponsor 3 to qualify. This is why we say we want you to get your first 3. We kind of tell people on our team, we want to help you get your first 3 in the first 3 days, right? 3 to get 3, right? 3 days to get your first 3. Now, here's what's really, really powerful about this. As your team is growing and you're making more sales every single month with your team, you're going to start getting some cool ranks and bonuses involved in that. So at 1,000 in enrollment tree volume, you're a consultant, you get a $50 bonus. 3,000 enrollment tree volume, you're now a senior consultant, you get a $200 bonus, one-time bonus. Once you hit the executive consultant level, it starts getting exciting. That's about 10,000 in an ETV, and you're going to get 1% bonus. All the way up to senior vice president, which is 750,000 in enrollment tree volume. You would now start earning 3% on your team's monthly volume. So let's just say your team did $1 million, right? Let's just say in volume that month, right? That's an extra $30,000 in your pocket, depending on all the other incomes you made in the binary, etc. Right? That's powerful, you guys. That is absolutely mind blowing. So here's the last slide. So now you're either a 1, 2, or 3, right? There's always 3 types of people at the end of these presentations. If you're a 1 and you're like, hey, you know what? Yes, I missed all these other amazing opportunities, the internet, social media, Amazon, you name it, right? I missed all these amazing opportunities, but I'm going to miss another one. Yes, I know this is revolutionary and it's going to go to the next level, but I'm going to go ahead and miss this one. If that's you, no hurt, harm, or foul. You know, we appreciate your time here. I absolutely appreciate it. But here's what I want to leave you with. If you don't do I Thrive, do something. Don't let anyone ever tell you or make you believe, even the media, your spouse, or whoever, that it's a down economy and you can't create abundance in your life, okay? Because you absolutely can. If you don't do this, do something, okay? But if you're just kind of confused on something, you're not totally clear on something, I believe clarity is power. What I want you to do is get back with the person that invited you to this presentation and get the facts. Right? So you can make a good, educated business decision for yourself. Okay. Now, if you're number 2, you can absolutely just become a customer, right? When we release the app, download the app, go shopping, get your 2 to 3% cash back. But here's what's going to happen. Once you start using that app, I can almost guarantee you're going to want to share it with your friends or a business owner. I can almost guarantee, because you're going to see the power of this. So you might as well be a member of iThrive. And go ahead and plug in with us. But if you're like me, you spot opportunity right away and you're like, Bishop, man, I've been waiting for you and JC to be quiet so I can get signed up and get positioned. Get back with the person that invited you out. We welcome you to iThrive. They're going to walk you through the registration. It takes just a couple of minutes to do. And we look forward to building a global business with you around the world. And I'm going to leave you with this. Now, some of you are going to be looking at this presentation right now. And 8 months from now, you're going to be walking around and saying, oh, it's a down economy. Life is so hard. I got to work 2 jobs and all this different kind of stuff, blaming everyone else. But it will not be the truth, Because again, my definition of poor is POOR, passed over opportunities regularly. Okay, at some point, you got to take responsibility. Others of you right now are going to look at this information, you're going to take immediate action and turn it into an opportunity. Others of you are going to be free that are on this webinar right now and creating more leverage and more opportunities for you and your family by taking massive action. Now, one quick story, and this is what I'm going to leave you with. We all know Mark Zuckerberg, right? We all know Facebook, amazing things. Well, the story with that is he invited several of his friends, about 8 or 9 of his friends, to his dorm room, shared with them about Facebook and said, hey, I need $1,500. I think this is going to be amazing. This is going to be revolutionary, what we're going to create. Well, only a couple of them took him up on that offer. The rest of them didn't. The 2 that did are some of the youngest billionaires in the world today, right? Now, could we all agree that all of them were in the right place at the right time? Right? We could all agree at that. They were all in the dorm room in the right place at the right time. But not all of them were the right person, because not all of them could recognize the massive opportunity staring them in the face. So all of you right now are in the right place at the right time, the right opportunity, the right vehicle, the right corporate staff. All of the ingredients for success are here at your fingertips. I hope you make the right decision. This has been my time. Make sure you guys join us tomorrow for our introduction webinar to Josh Tolley, to all of you, so you guys can hear from this brilliant, brilliant gentleman. And JC, thank you so much, my friend, for joining me on this presentation today. Oh, for those of you that did not get the link, let me go ahead and post that for you guys. Okay, you guys, I just posted it in the chat for you. All of you should have that link now to the webinar for tomorrow. Make sure you get that to all of your team members. Appreciate you guys being here. I will leave it up for just a few moments. I'll stay logged in just so you guys can get that link.